Hey guys, well, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about solo guild. Okay, so solo guild, what is that? Well, what I did was create my own guild, right? And it's a single player guild, a solo guild. Okay, and what I did was, pay the cost to start a guild and basically built it up and centered the guild around mercenaries, meaning for income. Okay, so right now, if you look at the map, I have the main guild hall, um, and then 4 main homes, all tier 5. So it took a while to get here. If you look at the past history, I didn't have this guild, and I started this guild as a solo player. And if you're a solo player, this is an option for you. And to me, in order to check it out to see if it's a good option, I set it all up, and now I just want to share with you and show you where I'm at, okay, and to see what kind of cost and return that you get, okay. So currently I reset my silver, right? To nothing. There's 31 silver here. So I'm going to go through and grab, these are all tier 5 mercenary or tier 5 homes, and using tier 5 books for mercenaries, these tier 5 journals. And I'm going to get the income, okay? So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough and grab all this and see how much you're generating, how much I'm generating for this setup. Now the guild, this solo guild can grow more, but I'm kind of at my limits because I have my personal island and I have this guild island. And I just can't fill this many books, okay? There's quite a few books here. It's 15 in the main guild hall, 15 mercenaries, and then 3 per home. So 15 plus another 6 times 3, 18. So that's quite a bit, right? You're at 32. 15 plus 18, 33, right? So you're at 33. That's quite a bit of books, plus what's on my island, because I also have journals I got to fill for my island. So that's quite a bit of income, but it's also quite a bit of books to fill. So let me just go through it real quick, right? So I'm going to take and then, it's not, so you can see that some are higher return than other. We'll talk about, I'll do another video on that, okay? That has to do with how you set up all your trophies. So right now I maxed out my trophy for this tier level home, guild hall. But you can see here, the return is 130% potentially. What that means is possible return of at a minimum of 1750, let's call it. You could, or I could, go up to almost 3,500 on this. So there's a 30% chance of getting that. Okay, so then you can see some I got it and some I did not, and it should overall, let's say for 100 books, work out to around 30%. At least that's how I'm interpreting it, and it seems to go along that line. So I'm kind of doing this in real time, but just to show you, right, that it does take a little bit of time, but not that much, okay, to collect and to refresh. The biggest time frame will be filling the books, the journals, in the dungeon. But I'm a dungeon guy, okay? So this will work for you if you're a dungeon person too, a solo dungeon player, and this would be a good take for you as income. And you can go back and look at my other videos on what the take is for the island, and then you can kind of combine it. It's quite lucrative, if you will, if you add it all up. So up to this point, I'm already at 48 grand in silver, right? 50,000 in silver, right here, 52, and climbing, right? So it's fairly random because of the 30% additional take, okay? Which is really nice, by the way. So I could grow this island more and have more homes and more mercenaries, but I am kind of at my limit. It's very, very hard to fill the books. I supplement with weekend work, meaning I get ahead, and then if I come up short, I dig into my stash, right? So in a solo guild, using mercenary income, I'm at the end here. For this particular setup, okay, one guild hall. This is 33 mercenary total, okay, 33. One guild hall, see the map. One guild hall, 15, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 times 6 is 18. So 6 homes, one guild hall, all tier 5, right? Tier 5 is what you're going to max out at a yellow dungeon, so it's very safe. Okay, so you can fill these books in yellow dungeons, tier 5, these journals. And if you're a beginner solo player, this could be, and you dungeon anyway, right? So you bring these books, the empty ones, right? And you fill up journals, and you can have this type of take. Let's call it 75 grand roughly, 75,000 in income. Okay, if everything is at tier 5, 75,000 in income from your solo guild. On top of that, you can get whatever you can off your island for income. And if you're a prolific dungeoner, you could really generate, close to 140 or so, 140, 125 to 140K in income. Okay, so if you look at this, my stash here, uh, in this guild bank, I keep about 100 or more, right? I've been kind of actually drawing on it. On the weekdays, I would come up short. I just don't have enough. So I would draw from my bank, right? Additional books that are filled. And then on the weekends where I have more time, I will fill it. Okay? So there's a couple keys, and I'll go over it, and I'll have kind of another PowerPoint, which I normally do, a presentation to show you the summary, okay, and the benefits. So I'll go over them verbally here and with some pictures. But you're going to see that you really need a stash, okay? If you're going to do this, you're going to need a stash, and you have to be pretty religiously dungeoning, which I do anyway, all right? So here are some of the benefits of a guild, okay? I'm going to go over it, and then I'll do a summary later. So you pay for the guild, all right? And it'll cost you 100 some grand or whatever the number is. I can't remember now. So you create your own guild, and you're going to pay for all these homes, and it's going to be probably millions of silver. But to me, you get it all back, all right? So you generate it in income here. On a daily basis, I'm getting roughly 70 to 75,000 depending on the take, okay? So that's the payback, right? And if you were to do that over, let's say 100 days, out of the year. 100 days, you know, you're at 7.6 million. You're gonna pay back, okay? You're gonna pay back what you invested. Okay? That's really the point, right? If you're not getting a payback, there's no point in doing it. But there's other things, okay? And there's softer things, right? So you're a solo player. There's only one player here, one guild member. That's me. And uh, since I dungeon so much, and I do some crafting and I do some gathering, um, I can really ramp up the guild level, right? And as it's all yours, right? Because it's a solo guild, and when you do that, there's a return, okay? And here's the return. I get rewarded siphon energy, okay? And it's all mine because obviously it's a solo guild. The siphon energy, and I took 100 out, okay? Do I have it here? I have it here. Okay, so I took 100 out just to check the cost for today. And at today's cost, each siphon energy is going for 3,000 silver. So as you can see, the payback is immediate. I've already gotten 3 million here at 3,000 each, over 3 million in return. So I basically paid for my guild investment, right? Because I had to build these homes. It cost me money, right? It cost me upgrade. It cost me a lot, right? It cost me a lot to bring it up to this level using stone blocks and everything. I had to furnish, right? It cost me money there. I had to buy all these trophies or get them or create them. Okay. It's fun to do for me. It's great to pass the time. That's why I do it. But the return on investment is awesome. It's just simply awesome. Your siphon energy at 1200, I took 100 out just to check it out. That's awesome. Now, the tax is irrelevant, right? You can tax, yeah, I'm basically taxing myself, but I tax it at 100%. So this is like a piggy bank for me, okay? So now I can, in the future, whatever I collected, I can use this as a piggy bank to upgrade my guild. As a matter of fact, I don't even miss this money over time. So that's great. That's another avenue. But here's some other, tangible and usable benefits. I'm able to get this bank. It's my own personal bank for the guild, right? And I can keep a ton of crap in here, a ton, right? But in addition, though, I got a second one for free, a second page, right? Which I use to hold equipment. And right here, you can see that I dungeon a lot because I didn't really sell this. I'm trying to create a huge library of stuff so I can work on other things for fun. And you can see I have just about, maybe a pretty high percentage of what's out there. Pretty high percentage, but not everything, obviously. And I only keep what I consider, okay, usable things in the future, okay? So, you get all of this as part of the guild. I did not pay for this. However, I did pay for one additional page, which is another 130 grand or whatever. To me, peanuts, but whatever. So I call it black zone gear, right? If you saw some of my other videos and I said to you that, hey, with the exception, just ignore this. I was trying this out. If you're going to go to the black zone, you keep sets after sets after sets of gear available to you. So you die in the black zone, come back, grab another set, die, come back, get another set. So I have several sets here. I could probably add a lot more, but I have not gone to the black zone too much recently. So there's plenty of sets here, black zone gear, always available to me. So it's a good way to set things up, right? And it's a great way to organize because I have a lot of stuff, okay, and I like to keep a lot of stuff. So it's a great way to organize. It's a great way to keep track of everything. And you have an area that's not crowded, that doesn't have a ton of people. You can go here and sort things out, okay? And that's what I'm doing here. I got all kinds of books. I got all kinds of resources that are used to build up the guild as I need it. And this is a good place. And when I die, I actually come back here. Okay, I set this as a place where I respawn. So I think this is well worth it. If you're a solo player, there's absolutely no reason not to consider doing a solo guild. And I'll do another video on solo players, but there's tons of good benefits and maybe a couple of negatives being solo player, right? With the biggest one being that you don't really have a lot of people to help you. No, you don't have any people to help you, to be honest. However, everything is on your terms. You can tax yourself whatever you want. All of these are yours to keep, right? And the reason I play solo is because of time, right? You know, if you're a full-time job and you're doing all these other things and you have lots going on, you can't get together with a guild and a whole bunch of parties and do something at their timing. You just basically, when you have some time, then you go in and do it on your own terms and on your own time. And that's the key. Being a solo player, do things on your own time. That's the huge benefit, right? And the reward is it's all yours. Okay, there's no splitting, there's no sharing. You can't blame other people when something doesn't work. It's all yours. The credit's yours. Okay, so solo guild, lots of good benefits for me. My point of view, I'm kind of sharing it with you. I may have missed one or two things, but this is all great to me. If you're in a great guild, okay, so yeah, that's awesome. But then if you're in a guild already, that means you're not really a solo player. You know, you're doing lots of activities with the guild. That's great. Good for you. Um, and you know, and I'm glad that it works out, right? Except I'm talking to, you know, maybe the beginner, maybe the solo player exclusive. That's me. And you know, you do a lot of dungeon work. This is one avenue. I guess you could do this as a gatherer, but I tried to fill books as a gatherer. It is a pain in the butt. It is tough. Dungeons are less competitive now because the world's grown so much. They've added so many yellow dungeons all around. It's not as competitive and it's readily available, and you can fill these books really fast. So it's a great source of income. As you can see here, uh, 75,000 at least in this setup for this particular guild. Okay. So give it a shot. Um, do you know, and hopefully build it up. And you know, maybe it's as rewarding for you as it is for me because I think it is. It's absolutely awesome. Uh, I get great income, and obviously I have a lot of options, right? To manage everything that I have. And I have a ton of crap, just a ton of crap. I try not to sell them all because some of them I don't get great value for it. But for the most part, I like to try everything. And, and I haven't yet. I obviously have not. So I'll let you guys decide. But that's it for the solo guild. I'm going to show you another video on how to set up trophies. I don't see a lot of information out there. And I have to max it up to tier 5. Okay. All right. So like this if you like it, and maybe you give it a try, and subscribe when I'll get more information out there. But it took me quite a while to get here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.